It is the end of an era for Barcelona and Messi, and it's the start of a new era for Fraud Watch. Welcome to the Fraud Watch podcast. I'm your host, TheShyKai, and to my left or right, whichever way that this thing works, is the Xavi to my Iniesta, Retha. How are you doing?
That reference is a bit depressing considering what's going on at the club Xavi and Iniesta used to play for. But yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. Besides being a Barca fan and Barca being in the mud at the moment, I'm all right.
Yeah. Just so if you haven't gotten the news, then you're living under a rock, really, in soccer terms. But Messi has to leave Barcelona through La Liga regulations or financial regulations. He couldn't sign a contract. Wanted to take a 50% cut, he couldn't do it. La Liga contacted them and said, no, this is not happening. Messi, get out of the club, go to Paris or something. He teased his way he's gonna go next, just a little strip tease, But how are you feeling about Messi leaving Barcelona as a Barca fan, as probably the GOAT of the sport, leaving and not being a one-club man?
I'm devastated. That's the only way to put this. And yeah, people are having us online. People are having Messi crying. People are having us Barca fans. Football can be a very cruel sport because football fans don't mind violating you when you're in the mud. But This is what it is. I'm pretty sure I would have done it to the club. So, got to take it on the chin. But it's tough. Like when the news broke, I was very emotional.
Yeah.
More emotional I thought I would be, to be honest. Like I was getting calls from people. I wasn't answering them because I was not putting myself in that situation, So they're going to be saying things I don't want to say. Yeah. But oh gosh, just give me a second, let me fix this. My thingy is dying. Okay, I should be fine now. I don't know all the details, but I know that we wanted to re-sign Messi. It was a done deal. You can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was basically a done deal, but La Liga. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm sorry. Let me just fix something quickly, guys. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Technical issues on our first show.
No problem. Even
make sure.
The emotions are getting to your computer, even.
Okay, I'm good now. We were looking to re-sign Messi. Everything was done. Came back from the Copa America, knowing that he's going to be a Barca player. But reality struck in the sense that we couldn't offload our big players. Thus, we couldn't fix our wage bill. Thus, we couldn't re-sign our highest paid player, really. And I don't know all the details, so don't take it as gospel. But I do know that La Liga kind of wanted us to sign a deal with them that would affect us in terms of TV rights negatively for a very long time in order for us to re-sign Messi. And at the end of the day, it was the club comes first and Messi comes second. As much as that is a tough pill to swallow, it's a reality, Yeah. Like the Barcelona outweighs any player, and we will breed stars again. That will happen. But it is sad because this guy is the GOAT, This guy has defined our club for so long. And for him to leave without even a farewell, it's a saddening thing. It really is. So it was hard to watch the press conference. It was hard to watch Messi's tears, because, you can relate, Like I was getting emotional myself a little, to be honest. Yeah. And then, it's gonna be tough for us as Barcelona, because now we have to move into an era where we don't have Messi, who has really been everything for us, Like, what are we without Messi,
Yeah.
And now we're going to have to learn to play without Messi. Now we're going to have to learn to play against Messi. And it's just really difficult at the moment. And you just feel like there's tough years coming for us, like a tough rebuilding process,
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We take it by the chin.
Yeah. Speaking of the business thing with La Liga and Barcelona, you would think that La Liga would want to keep hold of Messi, considering they lost Ronaldo a few years ago. And he is their most marketable star in the league. How does this affect the league's marketability? Do we see them become, quote unquote, a farmers league now that they don't have Messi or Ronaldo? Who are they going to market as their big players to come play in La Liga? I mean, we're already seeing Aguero doesn't want to stay because Messi left. So how do you entice sponsors and everything to come to La Liga anymore? And how the same thing with Barca, how do they entice everything when their most marketable star, when their most prominent star has gone away?
It is funny because you hear how Messi was speaking, saying it's because La Liga, and you hear how Laporta was speaking, say he feels like La Liga could be more flexible, you know? So you kind of think that maybe La Liga could have bent the rules. And I guess we don't want that, because I remember there was a whole thing a few years ago. I forgot what club we got Brentford from, but then La Liga let us sign Brentford outside the window, and apparently they didn't get to do it. I don't know all the details there, but there were a little controversy about La Liga kind of giving Barca leeway on the rules.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I feel like this is a completely different situation because we are living in unprecedented times. You know, we couldn't have predicted that there's going to be a pandemic that's going to hit our finances so much that we can't live on the debt, you know? So I feel like that is a valid enough excuse to say, you know what, it's a big asset for one of our biggest clubs in the league, Messi. You know, he brings them so much, and at the end of the day, he brings us so much as well. So I just find it a bit strange. You know, I'm hoping there's more to it. I'm hoping the hands were tied and it's not just, you know, a pissing contest. Yeah. But it seems like, I don't know, it's going to destroy the league a little bit, you know? Like, Neymar's gone, Messi's gone, Ronaldo's gone. You know, what is of La Liga at the moment?
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't have those marketable brands that you can just like say, like, this is La Liga, this is Messi's home, this is Ronaldo's home. So to lose their last superstar is a real blow for La Liga in general, not just Barcelona, but the league in general. And I don't know how that's going to affect their finances. It obviously seems like La Liga as a whole is struggling because they've got an investment from the CDC, a financial investment company that's like giving them 3.2 billion thingies. Obviously, Real Madrid and Barcelona have said they don't want that to happen because, you know, Super League money. I'm kidding. Apparently, they weren't consulted and everything. So, yeah, it seems like it's a tough time with this pandemic for La Liga, and to lose their biggest star is just another blow. Just who's gonna watch the Liga anymore? You know, are we just gonna go and watch the French league to watch Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe? She's gonna watch Eminem. Such a sweet attack.
I'm fine. I don't care who they sign. I'm not watching that Farmers League. I'll watch them in the Champions League. And so yeah, for me, if I was Messi, I'd go to Man City. You know, because it's just, I feel like he's still at that level, you know? Yeah. And I feel like if he's, I kind of want to say if he's really ambitious, because that feels like offending probably one of the most consistent players to ever live. So it's not really my place. Yeah. But I feel like going to the Premier League would be amazing for him, you know? Like he'd shut all those haters up who say, oh, Ronaldo's started in the Premier League, you know? So I kind of, as much as I kind of want to see him at Man City, but I also kind of do because I think it would be amazing for football in general. But PSG is a nice prospect as well because we could win the Champions League one day. They're super moment.
Yeah, it's just he does it in the Champions League, but can he do it on a cold night at Stoke? Can he do it at Turf Moor? You know, that is the metric of a good player, you know. But yeah, it's just he teased PSG. You know, he teased PSG in the press conference. He said that it's a possibility. And the picture that he took with Neymar and all his mates in Paris was apparently a coincidence. It sounds like it was done accidentally on purpose, but, you know, we just got to take Messi's word for it. But how would you imagine, because PSG are trying to obviously market themselves, not only as a good footballing side, but as a marketable brand in the football world. We've seen their collaborations with Jordan. We've seen bringing in Neymar, bringing in Mbappe, marketing them as these big superstars. How does Messi coming to PSG affect that strategy?
It's weird, you know, because I kind of feel like they've always had good players, PSG, but for some weird reason, it just has never clicked. Yeah. And maybe maybe I'm being too hard on them, because you look at Real Madrid team that won the Champions League consistently. You look at Barcelona's teams; those were proper galactical teams.
Yeah.
Those were proper galactical teams. You look at the Bayern Munich team that won a few seasons ago, and then. Okay, there's been other teams that won it. I don't want to insult teams like Chelsea because Chelsea teams like
listen here. We have Reece James and Kai Havertz and Timo Werner.
But besides the anomalies, I think you have to be at that level to win the Champions League, and they've just never been able to do that. But I do feel like this is the best squad they've had in a long time. Got proven winners, Messi. Yeah, I'm saying it like it's done. I personally think it is done. I think Messi is just playing it down. But they've got Messi, they've got Ramos, and I feel like they have to kind of make a football identity that matches that, because sometimes I feel like they haven't really done that, So I kind of feel like they have to get all these players in, they have them now, but play a very attractive, a football style that other clubs can envy. They say, wow, that's PSG.
Yeah.
They play this front foot, attacking, high line, high press football. Like we've seen from Barca for a very long time as well for them, like from Bayern Munich. And I think they have the right manager to do that in Pochettino. And I think if they can do the general marketing of their players, which they do, I mean, they're sponsored by, what's it called again? Is it Jordan, by God's sake?
Yeah, so Jordan. Yeah.
The marketing is, that club, the money club, the fancy club, the club with all them cool things, they're just that club, PSG.
Yeah.
And I think if they can marry that with trying to create a football identity, so okay, I don't want to say so it doesn't seem plastic, but to try to create this football identity that the rest of football can envy,
Yeah.
I think they can create something really special at PSG. And it's going to suck because I don't want this Barca team versus the PSG team.
Yeah.
Like, who would have thought to say that a few years ago? But I think, they could destroy us, So
8-2 incoming again.
So I think if they can marry that, I think we could see something special. I mean, Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi.
Yeah.
That's madness. Do you think it's better than S&M by
Yo, that's a hard one because like we're basically just swapping out Suarez for Mbappe, It's not really that different. Mm-hmm. So what you're asking is if Mbappe is better than Suarez. And that's basically the question you're asking, just phrasing it in a nice way. Isn't Mbappe better than Suarez? Just ask the question. And look, Suarez, it's hard. It's hard. And I wasn't expecting a question as the host here. I asked the questions here. This is my dictatorship.
Yeah, you gotta read that curveball.
I think Mbappe has the potential to be a generational talent, But Suarez, you could argue, is generational talent already. So Suarez in his prime, I don't know if we've seen Mbappe in his prime yet, He's still got... And that's scary. That's scary to think that Mbappe is not in his prime yet,
Yeah.
Unless he just peaks at 21 years old, which would be really sad. But it's very... Well, I need to see Mbappe in his prime. And I think right now you could say they're level. You could say the level in terms of this Suarez and this Mbappe. But Suarez in his prime was a different animal, Different animal in terms of football and eating people. Cannibal, just stalk the pitch like an animal. So it's hard to compare them, it's hard to compare them. But I feel like Mbappe could one day be better than Suarez. And if they keep this going, I think they could do special things, not only in the French league, but in global football in terms of marketing, in terms of winning trophies. But last question before we have to go, do you think with the squad, PSG can win the Champions League? Not can, because every team is capable. Will they win the Champions League?
They better, because if they don't, I will rinse. I will rinse them. Now they better win the Champions League. You know, there's all this talk about Poch, you know, all these. I'm also a United fan. I'm not plastic, guys. You can support two teams. I'm also a United fan. And there's a lot of United fans in the United community who want to Pochettino, and you know, we act like Pochettino is God. So let's see. Let's see. I like Poch, but I don't know if the man is clutch, to be honest. And I think we're gonna see now, you know, because there's no excuse. There's no excuse now. So Poch better do the most, you know. And I don't want to see no counter-attack in football. Better be playing some high-level stuff in PSG. Yeah. But with the team they have, I mean, they have Ramos, you know. They've Ramos at the back and Messi at the front. That's like, in those two positions, the best in probably the last few generations. Yeah. So they have no excuse. They should win this Champions League. They are the outright favorites by far.
They have no excuse. PSG buying Messi while Man City buy Jack Grealish for 100 million. But that's a conversation for another day. You know, that's a conversation for another day. I'm not a Jack Grealish hater. Don't start. Don't start. Anyway, that is where we will leave it. What do you think of Messi leaving Barcelona and going potentially to PSG? Leave it in the comments below. Like this video if you enjoyed our conversation. And yeah, this has been TheShyKai. I don't know why I'm on camera if I'm shy. This has been Retha, and we shall catch you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody.